Welcome back to Daily Dose of Hebrew Weekend Editions. Thank you for joining us today. We are looking at 1 Samuel 3:18, so let's read this together as we begin. Vayaged lo Shemuel et kol hadevarim velo chiched mimenu vayomar Adonaihu hatov be'enaiv ya'aseh. So the full translation for this verse is this, and so Samuel declared to him all the words, or we might say everything. Samuel declared to him everything, and he did not hide from him, literally. And we may have to supply here the null direct object as a thing. He did not hide anything from him, though the anything literally would be missing. Moving on then, and he said, this is Eli as the subject, the Lord it is, literally and in order there, or we might say it is the Lord. This is Eli's recognition that the Lord has spoken through Samuel. And then again, moving on, the good thing in his eyes, let him do. Or again, we can smooth this out as let him do what seems good in his eyes. We begin this verse with the Hifil imperfect 3ms of the root nagad, plus a vav consecutive. And this vav carries the narrative forward and could be understood as a logical succession. Eli has just told Samuel to spill the beans, basically. And so Samuel declared it to him. That's the logical succession there. Samuel is the subject, and lo is the indirect object, the 3ms pronominal suffix on the lamed preposition here. The direct object comes following the direct object marker here and is all of the words. We translated davar a few weeks ago as the thing or the matter when Eli was telling Samuel to declare to him the thing that the Lord revealed. Here in the plural, it may have more the idea of the actual words that the Lord spoke to Samuel, but we have to realize that this is the same thing or the same matter that is in the context here. So there's not a new vision or prophecy that Samuel is communicating here. It's the same as the old one. The next clause begins with the vav on the negative particle lo. The verbal is chiched, PL perfect 3ms of the root kachad, to hide. Samuel is the implied subject here, and he did not hide is what we would get. Mimenu here is the min preposition with the 3ms pronominal suffix from him. In this clause, we are missing the direct object, but the direct object could be something as simply as it that we could supply. He did not hide it from him, with it, of course, being the matter or the vision. And he did not hide it, or he did not hide anything from him. All of those words that Samuel declared are all of the words that the Lord declared, Samuel also declared. Now, the next clause introduces Eli's direct speech. The verbal is the call imperfect 3ms of amar with a vav consecutive to carry the narrative forward again. Notice here the zakef gadol. We will look at this in more detail next week, but the zakef gadol here breaks vayomar from Adonai. So this is not, and then the Lord said, rather it is, and then he said. Then we get the nominal clause direct speech, the Lord it is. Or to put the order in English, it is the Lord. Again, this is Eli's affirmation that the message just delineated from Samuel is from the Lord. Samuel's direct speech continues after the zakef katon with good in his eyes. Good here is the object, mainly something like let him do what? Do good. This is it's the object, as in a thing or a set of things that are considered good. The object here is fronted for emphasis, I think. Even though the vision from the Lord was one of judgment, Eli recognizes, or he at least admits, that the Lord can do whatever he pleases. The verbal element of this final clause is ya'aseh, and this is the call imperfect 3ms of the root asa, to do. The best translation of ya'aseh is as a jussive, I think, let him do, giving that modal nuance. So this final clause would be woodenly, what is good in his eyes, let him do. Or we can rearrange it again as we have before in good English and get, let him do what is good in his eyes. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Keep tracking with us each day and each weekend. And until next time, shalom.